Today I will be giving you the best jump shot for every build and every three-point rating in NBA2K25. I have really cracked the code on shooting this year and have all the secrets to make you guys shoot better in this game. I have multiple jump shots for every height range. I have jump shots for low three-pointers, high three-pointers, and everything in between, so you guys have a ton of options. As you can see from the clips playing in the background, I'm greening super consistently and hitting some pretty insane shots. I know that there's a ton of people struggling with shooting this year, and trust me, I was too. But I have found the sauce for every single build in this game. And my three-point percentage is getting higher and higher now the more that I play. Throughout this video, I'll be telling you the jump shots that I use and giving you alternatives. But I'm going to make sure you know which are my favorite, which I've found to be most effective, and what ratings you should really be shooting for when making your build. I have not been using rhythm shooting at all this year, and I'm still shooting over 50% from three. And I play every game mode. I play Proving Grounds, Rec, Pro-Am, Park, anything else you can think of. I really just tested all these jump shots until I found the right ones, which is just going to end up saving you guys a ton of time. I also just want to mention real quick, some of this information did come from Bufik on Twitter. He drops a ton of good jump shot information, so I've definitely been taking advantage of that this year. Real quick before we get started, 90% of you are not subscribed. So real quick before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on. I've been dropping a ton of videos this year, and if this one helps you out in any way, please let me know down in the comments. Not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into this first jump shot. So into the first jump shot for 5'9" to 6'4". This is going to be my jump shot. This is the one I use on my builds that are 5'9" to 6'4". Definitely my favorite I've found so far. If you know anything about these smaller guard jump shots, you know we are going with Cam Thomas base. Don't worry, I do have another option for you guys if you can't unlock that base. But it is by far the best jump shot base for 5'9" to 6'4" in the game. At least before you get to starter 4. I know once you get there, a lot of people like KPJ or Patty Mills, but until you get there, Cam Thomas is definitely the way to go. For release 1, we are going to go with Emmanuel quickly. And then release 2, Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson upper releases have some of the biggest green runners in the entire game, and they're fast with a pretty decent visual cue. You're going to see that as a repeating theme in this video. It's just a really good upper release, and I take advantage of it a lot in my jump shots. Another thing you're going to see a lot is I am using set point. I use set point on all my jump shots. I like where the visual cue is for it. A ton of people are switching to push this year, but it's really just not for me. Something different with this jump shot though, we are going to go 3 out of 4 release speed, but as you see in the bottom right, we still have an A+ release speed. So even though we went 3 out of 4, this jump shot is that fast that you can knock it down a speed so it's more controllable and still get that max speed on the jump shot. I'm telling you, for these small guard jump shots, they're very quick. Lowering the speed by 1 only makes it better and easier to control for you, but it's still a fast jump shot. You're still going to be able to get your shots off. If you're not about the 3-4 speed though, if that scares you or something, I still have a jump shot for you, don't worry. But the last thing you need to know about this one is we are going 35% Emmanuel quickly, 65% Oscar Robertson. That's all I got for this one though. Remember, this is my favorite. Just give it a try. I've used a ton of jump shots this year, and this one is very, very good. Next, we are going to get into the 5'9" to 6'4" meta jump shot. This is what a lot of people are saying is the best jump shot for this height in the game. Definitely not my favorite, but I do see a ton of people using it, and it is very consistent. This is more if you're used to playing on small guards, used to super fast jump shots. And let me tell you, this one is very, very quick. But again, as you can see, Cam Thomas base, and then it's just double Oscar Robertson releases. And this one is max speed. Blending's not going to matter, and then as you can see in the bottom right, we are still going to get that A+ release speed. I personally would not use this unless you're already used to playing on small guards or you were looking for a very, very fast jump shot. But if that is you and that is what you're looking for, then this one is a very, very solid option. If you're not interested in either of these first 2 jump shots though, I do have a third one here with a different base, so let's check that out now. And then getting into our third and final 5'9" to 6'4" jump shot. Like I said, mixing up the base, we are going to go with Sam Merrill. I think Grinding's the one that originally found this, and it is a very good jump shot base for these smaller guards this year. Again, as you can see, I am going Oscar Robertson release 1, Oscar Robertson release 2. The ones on the taller builds are a little bit different, but for guards, you're going to want this fast release. And it's a very good upper release to help avoid contests. And then again, I'm going with set point. I go with set point on all my jump shots, maxing out that release speed. And then for the blending, we are going to go 50% Oscar Robertson, 50% Oscar Robertson. It really doesn't matter what you put that on because they're the same. And moving that around isn't going to change the jump shot at all. That is going to do it for our 5'9" to 6'4" options. I gave you 3 really good jump shots for that. But if you clicked on the video for a jump shot for a taller build, I got you right now. All right, so for our first jump shot for 6'5" to 6'9", this is gonna be my personal jump shot. My favorite jump shot for this height. I have 3 different builds in this range, and I use this same exact jump shot on all 3 of them. Trust me, it is that good. We're gonna go jump shot base Jarrett Culver, upper release 1 Troy Brown Jr., and upper release 2 Kyle Korver. And then again, for that release, we are going right there by set point. I went a couple clicks past it. If you put that right where I put it, the visual cue is like right when the ball stops at your forehead. There's like a tiny little second where it like clicks by your forehead, and it makes it super, super easy to time. But for these taller builds, we are gonna wanna go as fast as possible. You saw the 3 out of 4 speed on the smaller guard jump shot, but max speed on these 6'5" to 6'9"s. Still going to end up getting us an A release speed, but it feels faster than that, honestly. And you can shoot over people with this jump shot. These taller builds are so much better at shooting over smaller builds. And then for the blending, we are going to go 70% Troy Brown Jr. and 30% Kyle Korver. This jump shot only requires an 82 mid-range or three-pointer, so it's pretty easy to get. But if you are one of those builds that has a really low rating in this height range, I got a jump shot for you right now. All right, getting into the second jump shot for 6'5" to 6'9" here. Like I said, this one is for low three-pointers. We are going to end up going with base Drew Eubanks, one of the best, fastest bases you can get with these lower ratings. And then we're going to go with upper release 1 Jarrett Culver and upper release 2 Oscar Robertson. We're bringing Oscar back because Drew Eubanks' base is not very fast. So we need these upper releases to speed up the jump shot a little bit. Again, we are going right on set point for our jump shot. You guys can feel free to change that however you want, but like I said, I play on set point. Max release speed, a little bit slower of a jump shot. Still fast enough to get the job done though, but gonna wanna max that release speed out either way. For the blending, we are going 20% Jarrett Culver, 80% Oscar Robertson. Just get it going as fast as possible. And this one only requires a 75 three-point or mid-range. I can't think of many builds that have lower than that at this height range. So these 2 jump shots should pretty much cover everything you need. I definitely highly recommend the first one. But if you can't get it, then this is a solid backup option. That's going to do it for both of our 6'5" to 6'9" jump shots. Let's get on to center jump shots or 6'10" plus jump shots. All right, and getting into the first 6'10" plus jump shot, this is going to be my jump shot, the one that I think is the best, the one I've been shooting most consistently with. I highly recommend this jump shot. As you can see from the clips, every green I was shooting was with this jump shot on my center. I play with it on a 7-footer, and I'm shooting at least 50% from 3 in all game modes. For this jump shot, we are going to go with the base Jonathan Isaac. And then we're going to go with release 1 Kevin Durant and release 2 Dirk Nowitzki. Then right back on set point, just like all my other jump shots. Max release speed, we are on a 7-footer. We want it to be as fast as possible. Animation blending, we're going 25% Kevin Durant, 75% Dirk. This one does require an 83 mid-range or 3-point shot. I've been shooting for an 85 on all my builds, so I'm able to unlock it. But if this rating is a little bit too high for you, I do have one that's way lower requirements. So let's take a look at that one now. And for this lower requirement one, we are going to go with base Andre Drummond. Release 1, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but Matis. And then release 2, we're going to go with Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Right back on set point, max release speed, 75% Matis, 25% Jeremiah. This definitely isn't the greatest jump shot in the game, and I would definitely recommend my other center jump shot. But if you have a super low rating, this one does have a good release cue and a pretty good green window. And it only requires a 68 mid-range or 3-point rating, so you can get it on pretty much any build that can shoot. I shouldn't even say that. Any build 6'10" and up should be able to get this if they can shoot whatsoever. So you should have an option here no matter what center you're running. Now you guys should be plugged in with every jump shot you could possibly need on any build in the entire game of NBA 2K25. If I helped any of you at all, drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I appreciate you watching all the way through. We got videos dropping every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, so stay tuned for those, and I will catch you in the next one.